coverage of Day Camp Dodgeball on Sports Network in association with Camp Connection Network. Good morning. I'm Bob Booth in the booth.
And I'm Bob Field in the field, but I'm in the booth to begin.
That's very confusing, Bob.
Yes, it is, Bob. Let's meet the players.
Weighing in at over 100 pounds from the great state of North Carolina, it's our first competitor, Jordan the Golden Davis.
Coming straight out of Cape Fear with a force of a Category 5 hurricane, it's King Richard Lindquist.
And last but not least, standing at almost 6 feet, it's Dan the Man Hayden.
Well, that is quite the lineup we have here today, Bob.
You said it, Bob. If you were to make predictions as to how this match would turn out today, what would you say?
Well, Bob, it's a little early to be making predictions, but as you can see, it is a 3 to 75 lineup that we have here today. Kids from all over Summer Day Camp, different shapes and sizes, have come to play against these three, who were traded from the Dodgers a few years back, if you'll remember. That adds a lot to their stack up.
That's exactly right. Dodgers are some of the best dodgeball players in the league. And when you look at people with like Jordan the Golden Davis, King Rich Lindquist, and Tan the Man Hayden,
Yes.
they're going to be up against a worthy opponent.
Yes, you are right there, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
Anytime, Bob.
No problem, Bob. Let's jump right in and see how these players have done training in the offseason. What we've seen in this league, Bob, is a crew of rough and tough men with no previous dodgeball experience overcome the odds given they are today.
You're right, Bob, and if you look right now, they are practicing their hand-eye coordination, which in dodgeball is a must.
That's exactly right, Bob. Now we're going to some dodgeball suicide, which increases cardiovascular endurance, as well as adding a hint of fun to the exercise. Bob, doesn't Mr. Richard look like he's having some fun today?
Well, yes, but actually before this, I saw him drinking the snow cone syrup. Looks like he's going to have some cramps later on.
That's okay, because it looks like right now they're going to be working it off with some dodgeball push-ups, some dodgeball sit-ups, and some dodgeball bar curls.
Well, Mr. Tanner looks like he's getting pretty deep there.
And Mr. Jordan remembers, rest is important to the game.
That's one of the key elements to dodgeball.
It looks like they're ready, Bob. It looks like they're getting ready to head out on the court, but the refs themselves don't look too particularly excited about this. We're going to see how they react once the game begins.
You know, it's actually kind of hard for the refs to get pumped up for this type of game because they can't be too popular with the kids. They actually aren't the favorites this game.
That's exactly right, Bob. And now let's go to word from our sponsors. Today's Dodgeball Sportscast is brought to you by The Runners Snow Cones, as if they didn't have enough sugar already.
Also brought to you by Mr. Two's Bus Service. Would somebody turn 25 already?
They're lining up and getting their game faces on. They look pumped and ready to go.
But can they take on the almost insurmountable test they have before them?
I'm not quite sure, Bob, because I don't know what that word means. And the dodgeballs start flying.
Oh, look at that! They're getting hit from everywhere!
It looks as if they were caught off guard.
Right, left, front, center.
They're not exactly sure what to do. They look like deer in the headlights. And two are down on the ground. Mr. Jordan and Mr. Richard look like they're trying to flounder their way to win. And Tanner's on the ground as well.
Oh my, you know their dreams of the finals are crumbling right before their very eyes.
There's absolute pandemonium as Mr. Jordan tries to crawl away from the carnage, quickly followed by Mr. Tanner, but it is to no avail. Let's take a quick look at our instant replay to see just how bad that was. First up, Mr. Jordan, you can see the horrified expression on his face as the dodgeball comes closer.
It seems as he has forgotten the dodge in dodgeball.
That's exactly right, Bob. And next up, Mr. Richard, you can see the horrified expression on his face as the dodgeball comes in to give him an uppercut. And last but not least, Mr. Tanner.
Looks like a lot of horrified expressions on these players' faces as they did not expect this coming.
That's exactly right, Bob. You can see Mr. Tanner spin away slowly. And that's the end of the film.
It's absolutely horrifying. It's almost sad to watch.
That's exactly right. Let's go to our third camera live on the ground.
Broken arrow!
A truly disastrous turn of events today for these three-star players.
You're right there, Bob. This single game could now spell the end of their hopes and dreams for playing in the Rio Olympics this year. They simply were not ready, Bob.
Bob, Rio is not ready.
They're not, Bob.
It's pretty bad.
You said it, Bob.
Use the hashtag #RememberTheDodgers to remember the great team effort that these players put forth today on the court. Until next time, I'm Bob Booth in the booth.
And I'm Bob Field in the field. Tune in next time to see if Bob Booth matches with the bleachers again.
I have never used a pocket square in my life.
I can tell, Bob.